boys and girls. We are going to be doing 5B Unit 10, Lesson 3. Today we are going to be talking about the sum of angles of a triangle. Okay, so we know that if we have a circle, then we know a circle is 360 degrees. If I make a square, it is also 360 degrees because a square has 4 90-degree angles. Okay? Now, if I was to make a triangle, it would be half of a square, so it would be half of 360. So a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So that means when I add up all the angles of my triangle, this plus this plus this, it's going to equal 180. Okay, now when we have triangles, basically what they're saying is if I took this and broke it and put it, let's say, like this, and then I took this and put it here, and then I took this and put it here, it would equal 180 degrees. So that's how they're getting the 180. Whether we split it or we put it like that, it's 180 degrees. Now, what they want you to do first is figure out like a game, and if you think of it like a game, it's a lot more fun than boring math, right? So we know as soon as we see a triangle, it's going to be 180 degrees. So they say, well, what if we gave you a triangle that said ABC, and again, with naming triangles, we can do it the same way. We just write triangle ABC is equal to 180 degrees, right? Now, it says that if triangle ABC and angle ABC is 82, well, now we have to pay attention. We know if it says angle ABC, we're dealing with the angle. And we know right away to look at the middle one, because it's ABC. The middle one, B, it's telling us is equal to 82 degrees. Then it says, and BAC, angle BAC. Well, we know we're going to look at the A. A is equal to 54. Okay, so if that is equal to 54 degrees, then we know nothing about angle C, except we know that when we had A plus angle B plus angle C, our answer is going to be 180. We know that angle B is 82. We know that angle A is 54. We don't know angle C. We're going to leave it like that. And then we just add. 2 and 4 is 6. 8 and 5 is 13. Yes, I've been practicing my facts. Plus C equals 180. Well, in order to find that out, I have to think about my bar method, which tells us the total is 180. I know that 130 plus C equals 180, so therefore I'm going to subtract 130, giving me 50. C is equal to 50. Now always go back and check. That means I should be able to add C, B, and A together. So if C is equal to 50, if I add it all, it should be equal to 180. So let's see, 2 and 4 is 6, 6, 0. So let's see, 6, 8 and 2 is 5. 54 and 8, 136, 136. Little mistake, 136, my bad. So 6 and that, cross it out. See, that's why it's good to check, because you'll see you get it wrong. 7, 10, 4, 4. Now I know it's 44. Okay, so if that's 44 degrees, then I know C is going to be 44. Therefore, if I have this plus 44, I should get 180. And I do. Okay, so That is how you find the angle, the missing angle. It is going to give you different scenarios. Find the unknown marked angle in each triangle. I'm going to do one more, and then after that, you guys are going to go through the book and see if you can figure out the missing angle. Now, they're going to have a lot of different things going on, but you just want to focus on 180 is a whole triangle, and I have two angles. What do I need left? So, the next one has an angle like this. It says they don't know what this one is. They give you this is 60. They give you this is 52. I know I have a whole angle that's a triangle 180. And I know I'm going to subtract this one and this one. So I could take 60 plus 52 and then subtract, or I can subtract them one at a time. But basically 112 minus 180. So I have to do math like that. And that is 68 degrees. So this one right here is equal to 68. That's all you have to do. Now, when it comes to this, I want you to go through, do number 3 in the book on page 83, read number 4, see if you can figure it out, number 5, number 6, and if you're having trouble, go ahead and practice exercise 5 in the workbook, page 78. If you feel pretty confident, then you can move on to what they call exterior angle. Now, with an exterior angle, I see the word exit, or the EX for exit. So if you think of exit, you know exit means you go out. So an exterior angle is outside. So if I have an angle, or a triangle, let's say, A, B, C, I know this plus this plus this is going to give me 180. But if it gives me an exterior, then you'll see something like that. And that means they're talking about this because it's outside the triangle. So exterior means outside the main shape. Now, if this is exterior, then this, and this are interior because they're inside this shape. So they're called interior angles. So make sure you remember it is inside, X is outside. And it also says that if I look at this, I have to remember I'm dealing with a straight line. So if I know what this angle is, this angle plus this is going to give me 180. Okay, so it's almost like the 180 game. As long as you know one, then you know the other. So let's look at what examples they give us. And please, if you do not get this down, stop. Make sure you back it up. Write down everything so you understand it. So they give us this. They give a triangle. Sorry, mine doesn't look quite like theirs, but close, hopefully. Z, X, 50, 34. Now, if I'm looking at these, I know right away this whole thing is going to give me 180. So I know 180, 50 plus 34 is 84. If I subtract this, I'm going to get what that last one is. So I'm going to cross this out. And I know that's 6. I know that's 9. So this is 96. Now I have to say, they want to know what Z is. So therefore, this right here is 180 again. I know 96, so I subtract that. This is 0, this is 18, make it 17, 10, 4, and this is 8. 84. So that means this is 84 degrees. And so it's basically a guessing game of just trying to make sure that you subtract everything out. Okay, so I want you to continue on and practice, making sure that if you see anything like this, and hopefully we remember, if I see something like this, and I see C, D, A, B, and this is 43, and you say, oh no, they want to know what lowercase a is. How am I supposed to find this out? They only gave me one angle. Well, they also gave you a box, and if you remember, the box means 90 degrees. So now I say, oh, now I know. If this is 90 plus 43 plus whatever this one is, angle C, that all is going to give me 180, right? So this and this is 133. 180 minus 133. 47. So C is equal to 47. Pop that in there. And now I look at the big picture, which is, and I know that is 180 degrees. So now I do my 180 again, minus my 47. And I'm left with 133. Now, when you're looking at this big